So, you're new to Dark and Darker. Maybe you just got the free to play. Maybe you bought the game, but you want to learn how to get started. I will show you. I've got a bunch of characters here. It's pre-wipe. All we're going to do is create a character. If it's your first time or you're just getting started, you should try Fighter or Ranger. There's an argument for Barb. You try some other stuff, but these are probably the two easiest to get started with. And we're going to type in the name. Bada bing, bada boom. So we got a level 1 fighter here. Enter lobby. So with some classes, you're going to want to go in and actually look at the class details. You go to perk and skill, and you see what you're working with. For fighter, if you're new, you should start with these two on the defaults. So sprint makes you run really fast. It's really great from getting away from people or closing the gap if you're PvPing and running into people to fight. Second wind, this is very good heal. It's going to heal a bunch of your health. You can only use it once though, but you can use a campfire to regenerate it. For the perks, these are like little side bonuses. There's a lot of good ones here. You could kind of look around and just decide what you want to do, whether you want to be more of like a shield person, whether you want to have 2 weapons. I'm going to use Slayer. This one's very popular. It just gives you a little extra damage if you're using two weapons, 2 swords, or a sword and a dagger. Alright, so now that you've set that up, I would recommend go to merchants. Accept quests if you want. It's end of wipe right now. These ones don't matter too much. But what you're going to want to go to is the Squire and go to base gear. So this is pretty important when you're getting started. This is what you start with. You got sword, a shield, some crappy clothes, and 1 bandage. So you can add a potion. This is a healing potion and a potion of protection for free, which is pretty nice. I'm going to organize mine a little bit. Healing potion heals, protection potion gives you a little shield for a little bit, absorbs some damage. And then you can look through here. Just having boots is good because they give you move speed and a stat, whether it's strength, dexterity. Each stat is going to help with things like damage or attack speed or how fast you run. So those are good. You might as well equip this. It's a little throwing axe. It'll help. I'm doing Slayer, so what I want is 2 weapons. That way I get my damage. So I'll do a dagger and a sword. Yeah, that's about it here. We're going to set base gear. This creates that kit for you, but it's not on yet. So you have to also equip base gear. Now I've got my loadout set. I don't have any money. You're not going to have any money your first game, so there's not really much to do. So we're going to go back to play. This is the maps. This is the servers. I'm actually US West, so we're going to go ahead and select that. And then here's the maps. You got these little 3 icons. That means it's trios right now. This one is solos, duos. This rotates. You get the rotation up here, so every few minutes it's going to switch. And if you're playing alone, do solos. Trust me. I would recommend do it on Goblin Cave. Right now it's on the castle. Whatever, that's fine. You could do it there. I'm just going to go into duos. Just so you see the map. Start. Go ahead. Load in. This is the pre-lobby while we wait for players to join the queue. If you want, you can run up to this dummy and check your damage. They have negative physical damage reduction, so these numbers are not really going to be what you're hitting people for. You're going to be hitting people for less, depending on how much armor they have or whatever the deal is. This does track headshot damage, so the body shots are going to be less. Okay, we're in now. Alright, so first thing I recommend, if you haven't already done this, there's not a lot of settings you need to change, but there's one thing that is very important. Screen brightness. So when you start, I don't remember where it is when you start, it's probably somewhere around here. It's dark in the corners. People can just sit in there and hide. You can't see anything. So what you want to do is options, video, just crank it all the way. It's such a disadvantage if you leave that low. So these are little boxes. You can start looting these. The small ones don't give you too much, but you might get something helpful. We got a shield here. We got a lantern. When it's your first game, honestly, you just want to pick up a bunch of stuff. So actually, like if this was my first game, you're going to just sell this. You grab trinkets, grab any colored items, anything that's going to give you some monetary value. And I saw on Reddit someone just kind of running through the map trying to figure out what to do, and he pulled a bunch of mobs and they all chased him until he died. You want to kind of clear things slowly, typically. So you spawn a guy. In normals, they're pretty slow, so you can actually kind of just walk away from them slowly. This guy, you need to mostly duck his attacks. So you can kind of just trigger his attack and then duck. You have to look straight down at the ground, and then you can kind of attack in between. Sometimes he's going to do a combo attack. Like that, so you get 2 attacks. Just like that, and then you can kill them. They don't really do anything until you, like, touch them. So, there should be another one in here I can show you. This guy. So, they don't really attack until you, like, run into them. So, another thing you can do is kind of, like, trigger their attack and then back up so you can attack. So, you go like this, touch him, he attacks, and then he's weak for a second. You can attack a couple times. Easy. Same thing. Just like that. And then we got a falchion. So 26 damage compared to 38. It's minus 25 move speed. So it is more damage. It's like a lot more. Probably worth it for the minus 5 move speed. It's not bad. This falchion is going to have a different attack pattern though. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Every weapon swings from a different angle. So if someone's holding like a shield, you have to be aware of where your attacks are going to go. Goblin Caves has different minion types. Most maps do. This one's mostly skeletons and then goblins. And same kind of rule. You can literally just keep backing up and then they'll never hit you. Swinging back up and then just like that. 38 damage, same thing. Both of these modifiers don't really do anything for me, the plus 1.3 debuff duration. So it kind of doesn't matter which one I take. Little shortcut right here. Alright, so this goblin shoots an orb. If it hits you, it'll mess you up. You can't really heal, does a bunch of damage, it slows you. You can rotate sideways around them to not get hit by it. Take that guy out real quick. Get a little loot. Remember, just keep looting everything. You want to take home an inventory. Oh, and then these. So some chests will become a mimic, and it's just going to attack you. It'll make you pee your pants the first time. Ooh, a Zwei. Now these boxes can have pretty good loot. It's always worth to break them. This one did not, but we're going to take the loot anyway. It's good to continually organize your inventory. Now one thing to note, you can kind of drag your mouse and hit multiple enemies at the same time. Pretty helpful for mob clearing. Now one thing I see on the map here is this blue icon. So that's actually a rope, and blue icons on the map mean that's an exit. So later, this rope is going to drop down and we'll be able to take this out. So we'll remember this spot and we'll come back later. You can break all these pots. Sometimes they're going to have trinkets, potions, bandages. Pretty useful. They make a lot of noise though, so be careful. Oh, we got a campfire. Okay, so now that we have a campfire, we can just use our second wind. And I can show you what that's like. Loot this real quick too here. And another campfire. An upgraded protection potion. That'll give us more HP value on the shield, basically. Bonk this guy. Oh, whoops. Wanted to hit us. Perfect. Okay, so now we want to close this door because we're going to be sitting down to campfire. Activate second wind. See the health filling up. And now we're going to campfire so you can see it recharge. Alright, so once the campfire is down, sit down immediately, and then above the second wind icon, you can see that bar refilling. So that's recharging. Once it's full, then you have second wind again. Very nice. And then I need to keep sitting. Fire will go out on its own. This black tile on the ground to my right, that is a trap. If you step on that, that's gonna hurt. Avoid those. Ooh, shoe upgrade. Very nice. Free potion. Got another goblin mage here. You just strafe right. Dodge the projectile. There's that trap going off. Oh! Alright, so this is new to Goblin Cave, actually. The sounds are going to make you pee your pants, too, unless they change it. Hopefully they do. But it's basically telling you the cave is unstable, and it's kind of time to start thinking about getting out. Every time that happens, it's going to damage you, and the longer the round goes, the more it does damage. So we still have plenty of time, though, because bottom right you can see the timer. It's just over halfway. So, use some potions. We'll start moving through the map. The rope is not here yet, so we got time to kill. Loot a couple more things real quick. Alright, and the rope's here. All we have to do is hit F, and we're off. You can be damaged when you're on this, so if you get attacked and you need to bail, you gotta click F and cancel and then fight, but I'll be fine here. And we out. So, you know, more or less without PvP, that's an easy raid there. Exit lobby, and then we'll just do a little housekeeping. So we got level 4. We didn't even really fight that much AI, so that's pretty good. We do need level 5 though before we get another perk, so we would have to play another game here to at least unlock the next one, which the perks are big, so definitely take out a lot of AI so you level up. Let's go to the collector. We're gonna sell all the trinkets. In the beginning, you won't really know what to sell. It's not going to let you sell things you can't sell to him, and for the most part, you won't sell most things. Mimic Tooth is going to be a quest item. Some of these are quest items. I mean, in the beginning, just sell it all. It's whatever. We'll sell the tooth. Pretend we're questing. So next, we want to buy some gold coin purses from the treasurer. That way we can put away the gold that we got. Can just kind of right-click these into the inventory. Get that gold straight in the gold bags. Okay, now we got all this other junk. Take the few things that we do want to keep. Like a wire might be fun to use. Could save the round shield, that's usable. This armor, sure, why not? And the silver. Silver you'll need for a quest later, so might as well save that. And then the other green items, you know, if you're brand new, you can't play HR, so you can't take these in normals. Might as well sell them. Just make a bunch of money so you can actually buy things in the beginning. Save the Mimic Tooth. Okay, so you can pretty much sell these to anyone, almost. So we'll just go to the weaponsmith. Sell. Right now, the values don't change whether you sell it to the weaponsmith or the woodsman or the alchemist. It's all the same. So Just earned over 100 gold there. We'll sell that too. And next we want to re-kit. So we go to the Squire, hit base gear, and equip base gear. And just like that, we are ready to go again. We get a campfire though, and we can actually go buy some meds now that we have money. So we'll equip that. And yeah, more or less, there's not much else to do here. Again, go in, buy a few extra meds. That way you have heals. Equip them, put them however you like to organize them. Go to the surgeon, buy some bandages. And yeah, pretty much set. You ready for raid number 2? Ready to level up? Quest? Oh yeah, one other thing. So you probably want to just like buy a little bit of gear. So we can buy gloves now that we have some money. Buy a leather cap, that's going to give us vigor. So vigor is going to give you health and apparently a little bit of damage too. It can contribute to your damage numbers. And then the strength on the gloves is more damage and a little bit of health. So you can see I'm at 119 without the helmet or the cap, and I go to 121. So every little stat helps. Our strength also helps with 1 health. And that's also probably going to show up in our physical damage, physical power bonus. So yeah, you can see it's going from 1% to 2% once we equip it. Alright, well, hopefully this was helpful. It's a lot of information. Take this and go enjoy your games. Thank you for watching.